Hello, we're back again now that the colder months are here. We're going to be taking a look at some soup today. Today we're comparing the Asda Just Essentials chicken soup
with the Heinz cream of chicken soup.
Which one do we think is going to win? Price-wise, the Heinz soup was
£1.40
and the Just Essentials chicken soup was 24 pence. So there's quite a difference in that. In fact, actually a big difference in that. Nearly 1/5 of the price. So value-wise, for money, it's definitely there already. And you have to say, Heinz, why are you charging so much? Let's take a look at the product. The front of packet nutritional information is very much like for like, really. 103 calories versus 106 calories. The fat is near enough identical, 6.2 versus 5.9. Saturates, again, very slightly higher in the Asda one actually. Sugars is slightly higher in the Heinz brand, and the salt is very slightly higher in the Heinz brand. And in fact, actually, that's across the board. You do tend to find, I think, that the sugars and salt are normally higher in the branded products.
That's what we seem to be finding, don't we?
On to the ingredients. It's only when you start looking at the ingredients on the back that you realise that the chicken soup
Isn't
more
soup.
water soup. In fact, actually, maybe you're as surprised as me to realise that the chicken in this chicken soup is only 2%.
And the chicken in the Heinz chicken soup is only 3%.
So the one thing that is common with these products is you're going to be very lucky to find any chicken in there.
Going to have a bit of a battle on.
Yeah, most of it is water. Kind of expected a bit more chicken.
That's what you would expect from a chicken soup.
The other thing that I found funny with this Heinz chicken soup was they only use trusted ingredients. And you could just imagine them in the factory. Oh, we don't trust these oranges. There's none of those in there. Ingredients in the Asda Just Essentials: water, 2% chicken, and then we've got a few other bits: modified maize starch, chicken fat, corn flour, wheat flour, milk. The allergens are marked in bold. There's your nutritional information, which, as I say, is fairly consistent with the Heinz, actually. And looking at the ingredients for this, bulk of the content is water, 3% chicken, modified corn flour, and a few other ingredients. Some allergens, again marked in bold. Nutritional information for the Heinz soup is there.
So now we're going to open the lids and take a look at the soups inside and compare them. Give it a shake. Nice easy ring pull, so no tin opener required. And that is the Heinz. See if we can find any chicken.
There's a 3% chance. Oh, there's some.
There's some.
A bit more.
Now we'll open the Asda's Just Essentials. So this one's a bit lighter in colour, just seem a bit more watery.
No, I don't think it is.
Do you not think?
I just think it's the slightly different consistency. In the ingredients there was more chicken fat in this. I think they used a very slightly different ingredient makeup.
Right. This has got smaller flakes of chicken in than the Heinz one. No, I think that one's a little bit thicker. We'll do a pour test. Maybe not when you look at it like that, actually.
They're the same, those. No, they're the same.
We'll pop these into a bowl and we'll get them heated up, and we will be back here when they're nice and warm.
What's the heating instructions, Lisa?
So I think there's two options to heat these. You can heat them in the microwave for 2 minutes, stir, and then heat for a further 1 minute, or you can heat them on the hob gently in a pan. And is it the same for the Asda?
You've gone past it.
I've gone past it, haven't I?
Stop.
There we go, look, on the hob, 4 to 5 minutes. Empty the contents into a saucepan, heat thoroughly, stirring occasionally, or heat in a microwave for 4 minutes for a 700 watt microwave, 2.5 minutes for a 900 watt microwave. Full power for 2 minutes. Cover, stir, and recover and heat for a further 2 minutes.
Well, it's the same for both, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
very
2
similar.
minutes, stir, 2 minutes.
Yeah. So we're going to heat ours in the microwave today.
Here's the soup then, served in the his and hers bowls. This is the Asda Just Essentials. And this is the Heinz cream of chicken soup. Not very much the same, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Very much the same.
The Heinz one's a little darker.
Slightly different colour, yeah,
Yeah.
slightly darker colour.
If you put them a bit closer, like,
Yeah.
you can see.
Slightly darker colour on the Heinz. Apart from that, I think the
There's no
consistency
difference.
and everything else is
You
pretty
can
much
see
the
more
same.
pieces of chicken, I think, floating in the Just Essential ones.
Yeah, but strictly speaking, it was only 2% chicken.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it because it's...
Smaller flakes, I think,
Yeah.
as opposed to the Heinz one where they just seem to be a bit bigger chunks.
Which one first, Lisa?
Asda. Let's give Asda. Yeah,
Go for Asda.
we'll give Asda a go first. It's quite tasty.
Yeah, it's a taste to it. I think that's exactly what you'd expect of chicken soup,
Yeah,
to be honest.
it does taste quite creamy as well. It's very smooth.
You need to try and find some...
Chicken.
Yeah, that's the difficulty, isn't it? The pieces of chicken, there is no chicken chunks. Have you got any?
No, it's just like really small pieces.
Really small pieces, yeah.
I've got like one piece there.
Right, okay, give it
Can
a
we
try.
see?
Show
Will
the
you be able to
camera.
see?
For those of you looking at home, we found a small piece of chicken.
No, it's fell off the spoon.
Yeah, it's a nice consistency.
It is nice and smooth.
It is more blended. I don't think you're going to choke on any of the chicken pieces in there.
Definitely not, because you're going to be lucky to find one to even choke on. No, there are small flakes of chicken, to be fair. It has got a cream taste. It is quite tasty.
Yeah.
It's not
chicken
watery.
tasty.
It's not watery at all. It's absolutely fine, that. Yeah, I think that's quite passable. For 24 pence, I don't think you can go wrong with that, actually.
24 pence. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's move on to the next one.
Well, look how many tins of this one you can have for the price of £1.40.
It was about five and a bit tins. Yeah. And in fact, actually, the Heinz had an offer on. Was it 5 tins for £5?
£5, yeah.
Which it brings it down to £1 a tin. But
Yeah.
you said
You can have nearly 5 tins of the Asda Just Essential chicken soup for the price of £1.40. If
Yeah.
you just bought one single tin of the Heinz one, you could actually have nearly 5 Just Essential chicken soups for the price of one Heinz.
let's jump into the Heinz branded tin and let's see what that compares like.
This one has got bigger chunks of chicken in, hasn't it?
Yeah, so if you want to feel you're eating chicken soup, I think the chunks of chicken helps.
Yes,
I really do.
but
feel
there's
it
less
helps.
of them. I think in that one, in the Asda Just Essentials, there's more smaller pieces, I think.
Yeah, but that's because the smaller pieces
Yeah.
statistically
There's less actually in the
Yeah.
Asda.
Statistically, the Asda's got 2%. This has got 3%.
Yes. Yeah. Taste-wise, they're very similar though.
Yeah, both nice tasting soup.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't be able to tell. Consistency of them both is very similar.
I think ingredients-wise, the Asda Just Essentials is bringing the taste from the chicken fat,
Yes.
and I think this has got
From the
more
cream.
milk in.
Yeah.
Review-wise then, Lisa.
I think if you're looking for value soup, Asda.
Yeah, value.
There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Value for money, I would go with the Asda Just Essentials.
It is fine. I do. The only thing I'd say I wish is it just comes down to whether you want the chicken in chicken chunks or whether you want them
yeah,
as
small like
tiny
flakes
bits, like you
of
can hardly
chicken.
see.
Yeah.
That's what I think it boils down to.
Consistency wise, they're the same.
Yeah.
Heinz probably tastes a little bit more creamy.
Yeah,
It's got a
because
more
of the milk
creamier
ingredient
taste, yeah.
as opposed to the chicken fat ingredient.
But taste wise, there's not a lot in it at all.
And a fifth of the price. I think you do have to question, why is the Heinz soup with very similar ingredients
So expensive.
5 times more expensive? Come on, Heinz,
Get
you
them
can do
prices
better
down.
for the shoppers. Let's get those prices down. Asda Just Essentials. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, credit to him. That's quite a nice soup, actually.
Yeah, it was okay. Anybody watching this, if you've tried the Aldi chicken soup, let us know in the comments as to whether you think we should head down there and try that ourselves.
Well, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video today, and we will look forward to seeing you in our next one.
Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.